In this video, we'll look into ForEach loop container. Have this ForEach loop container, drag it here, this it. Now there is inside the C test, inside this path C and test, we have these files. Now we will use the ForEach loop container to list out these files in a script task. Let us go here, ForEach loop container, double click. So and there is a collection. Here we have to select ForEach File Enumerator and the enumerator configuration folder. Our folder is C test. So we'll test, and here files are star. So all the files here, if you go to C test, this is a text document, this is a JPG. So we want all the files. So let us select this, and we want to transfer this. The retrieve file name is fully qualified path. We are getting the full path. So for that we have to store that in a variable. So let us create a variable first. View, other windows, variables. So let me delete this and recreate it. So here add variable, and we can name it as path, and we'll say it is a string variable so that we can store the path. And close this. Now double click this ForEach loop container, the collections. We have this selected this. Now variable mapping. So we'll be mapping it to the user path variable. And now we'll take a script task to display the files. Double click and choose Visual Basic, edit script. We have to select the variable now. Let me select it, and then we close this. Read only variables. Now let us select this user path variable. Now edit script. Here we can add our code. Here it's a dim path as string. Now path is equal to dts dot variables of, we need the path variable here, dot value dot toString. Now we'll show this in a message box. We'll show this path variable. Now save it, close it, okay, and then we will save this and then execute. So if you see the C test, we have this flower, C test flower dot jpg. Let me expand this. So this is the jpg file, and then okay. And next is c test photopath.txt file is there. Okay, so we have shown those files. It has successfully completed. Now we'll go and change the full path. Here we have taken the full qualified path, so it is showing the whole path. Now we'll see the name and extension. Just the name and extension of the, if it is jpg, it says flower.jpg. So okay, save. Now we'll execute this. It's flower.jpg and photopath.txt. Now let us create another variable, other windows, variables. We'll create just the name. String, so that we can take the name in another variable and path can be in another variable. So let us say this collection, we have taken this only the name. Now if I execute this, now let us change the variable to name. And we'll edit the script. Have to get the name variable here, so the path variable, edit script. Here we'll say name. Here also name. And save it and close this. Close this. Now let us execute this. So flower.jpg and photopath.txt. Now we'll double click this and go to collection, and here instead of this star, we'll just say star.txt. So we are asking it to show only the txt files, because in C test there is a jpg file. We don't want to show that, we want to show only that, we want to see only the text file. So for that we have changed it to, here we change this to star.txt. Now if I execute this, see, you got the photopath.txt and it didn't show this flower dot jpg. Now let us traverse the subfolders. So here in C test my test we have my test1. Here we have flower.jpg file. Here in my test1 we have photopart.txt file. So we'll take this C test my test. So double click on here, collection, C test, go to my test. So we got my test here. And instead of star.txt, we'll show all the files, and we'll have this full qualified path so that we know where it is traversing, and we'll traverse subfolders. Okay, now save it and execute. So now if I open this my test, show them side by side here. So we have this flower.jpg in C test my test, C test my test flower.jpg. Okay, and C test my test1 photopart.txt. So inside my test1 we have photopart.txt file. So that's how we can traverse the subfolders and list out the files. We have seen it in the script task, but we can write it down to a flat file or to a table. If you like the video, please subscribe by clicking on the subscribe button. For notifications on upcoming videos, please click on the bell icon.